Hi guys, welcome. I hope that you had a great day. I know by the time I'm doing this video, it's late. It's in the morning, actually very early in the morning in Africa. But right now here it's 9:11 a.m. So it might be very late at night. But I'm here and I'm gonna talk about something different. But before that, I want to thank my subscribers, guys. You guys are awesome for subscribing to my channel, for commenting, for liking my videos, for even watching my videos, for even asking those questions. I really, really do appreciate you. If you're new here, my name is Charity Nganga. Charities Babu USA, your #1 channel. You can also follow me on Facebook at Charities Babu fan page. You can also follow me on my personal Facebook page at Charity Nganga. You can follow me on Instagram at Charities Babu _USA or Charities Babu USA. You will find me there. You want to ask me a question, ask me. I'm going to follow it up and I am going to bring it here. So I'm going to talk about the visa bulletin here in a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about just a few questions that I saw that were burning before we reach Saturday. Saturday, I'm going to do a live show. Now, it looks like I'm going to be doing my live shows on Saturdays. Just Saturdays is when it permits, because on Monday, it's not working. I have to be in school on Monday. So that one is not working. So there's this person who was asking about vaccination records. Like I said, the vaccination records are just the ones that you get when you are a baby. Are those ones. So take those records with you for your medical exam, and at the same time, they will tell you if you need more. Because I told you here in the US, the vaccinations do not stop when a child is 5 years old. They still go on. I told you now, like now, my daughter is 12. I have to take her for a certain vaccination. So they do them year, like every year, or maybe they skip like 2 years, but you find that they still have those vaccinations that they are giving to the kids. So very, very, very important that just have, if you have those ones that you had when you were a baby, it's okay. You take those ones and then they will tell you if you require more. They are going to tell you that, and then you will know. So that was kind of a pressing question about vaccinations. But the other ones, I am going to talk about them on Saturday in detail. Now, let me talk about the visa bulletin. We see where the numbers are, and we said the last visa bulletin that I did, I talked about the fiscal year, and I told you guys that the fiscal year ends on September 20th. So on September 30th. So after September 30th, if you have not been seen anything or whatever, or your number is not closer, then you forget about it, because when the year is closed, it's closed. They normally start preparing for the other year. So it's very, very important to look at those numbers closely. It's also very important to follow up with the visa bulletin and check the range, because at the number that is there, that is red over there, they normally give the visas below that number. It's called a cutoff number. So the numbers that are below that number is on that specific month is the one that is going to get visas at that specific month. So you find that when they read at the end of the fiscal year, they are not going to read again. They will go to a different year. So it's very, very important to be keen on your email. Keep on checking your email, especially when you look at the visa bulletin and you see that your number is closer or the cutoff number is below the number of your case number. You have to be very, very, your confirmation number, whatever. You have to be very, 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 your case number. You have to be very, very, very vigilant on that, because you find that there are some people who have reached out to me and they say that, oh, we won our DV lottery in 2020, we won our DV lottery in 2021, and we are still waiting. You cannot wait, because that one is gone. If it's gone, it's gone. I know that there are those lawsuits that have been there for people who won the DV lottery, I don't know for what year, and then they still demand that they still needed they had a right for that. But we cannot dwell on something that is going on. We don't know what's going to happen, but you find that is very, very good, especially for the DV 2022. It's very, very important for you to be vigilant on your email. It's very, very, very important for you to remember your password, because we forget our passwords, we mess up, and then when we remember, time is gone. Because you find that when you get the second notification letter, they normally have set a date for your interview. And when they set a date for your interview, they expect you to go for your medical like a few days before your interview. And when you call the medical place, the IOM, you will tell them that it is for the DV lottery. So they will schedule it very close to your interview. And you find that if you check your email and your date has passed for the interview, you will be a no call, no show. You don't want to be a no call, no show. Because when you're not a no call, no show, then that one is gone. You'd rather know that this is the date that I am going to go, but due to unavoidable circumstances, maybe you can change the date, but you have to contact them and you tell them that you want to reschedule your appointment. And they normally have that, but you have to be very, very, very vigilant. And that is why I normally come here and I just read the visa bulletin so that you know where you are, so that you are not in the darkness. You know where you are. I told you at our time, we didn't have anybody who was reading these things, so we were just waiting by the grace of God. By the grace of God. And it took a while because like I told you guys, I saw my email on December and we were supposed to go. Actually, I saw it on January and we were supposed to go for our interview in March. So that was very close, very, very close. So we had to do things in a rush, in a rush, in a rush. You don't want to do that. So keep on checking your email. Keep on following up the visa bulletin. I saw a feedback from people who are telling me that now they are able to know very well and understand the visa bulletin, which is good. And that is why I have to do this. I feel like I have to do that so that you guys can know. So I'm going to share my screen here and just go over it so that you can know. So that you can know where you are. So I'm going to share my screen here. Chrome tab, there. So like I said, it's the same website. It is the same website. I think I should make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. So it's this website, the travel.state.gov. You can go there. I normally like to tell you the source. Go there. You can even read it for yourself to verify. You have to do a verification. So this is the visa bulletin for March 2022. So let's go down. Like all these are visas, family sponsored, employment based. And then we have the DV lottery for the month of March. They normally give the next month and the other month ahead. So let's do the March one and we'll see. And I like reading here, 55,000 immigrant visas each fiscal year to permit additional immigration opportunities for persons from countries with low admissions during the previous 5 years. So, and I had read this statement. So they said the NACARA stipulates the beginning of DV99 and for as long as necessary, up to 5,000 of the 55,000 annually allocated diversity visas will be made available in the NACARA program. This will result in a reduction of DV 2022 annual limit to approximately 54,850. And we are going to look at the numbers for April to see if we are closer to that number. Now, remember, the numbers are divided among 6 geographic regions. So on those regions, every region gets a certain percentage, and nobody will receive more than 7% of the available diversity visas in 1 year. So that's why I normally say that at the end of the cutoff year, at the end of the fiscal year, and you don't receive anything, then you're done. So for March, immigrant numbers for the DV category are available for the qualified DV 2022 applicants. Changeable to all regions, eligible countries are as follows. When an allocation cutoff number is shown, visas are available for applicants with DV regional lottery rank numbers below the specified allocation cutoff number. So let's look at AF, 21,000. So 21,000 and below, those will be current in March, except Egypt, which is going to be 11,000. Asia is 8,300, except Iran, which is 6,000, and Nepal, 4,200 consecutively. Europe will be 13,500. North America will be 8. Oceania will be 850, and South America and the Caribbean is going to be 12,000. So those are the numbers that will apply in March. So look at your case number and gauge yourself. You are able to do the math and see where you are at. Are you falling in the month of March? Did you fall in the March of February, or are you going to fall in the March of April? Now, and then we have the DV immigrant category rank cutoffs, which will apply in April. So it's the same thing for April. Immigrant numbers in the DV category available for qualified DV 2022 applicants. changeable to all regions. Eligible countries are as follows. They say the same thing. When a location cutoff number is shown, visas are available only for applicants with DV regional lottery rank numbers before the specified allocation number. So this number has gone very high. Look at Africa, 50,000. Look at Egypt, 12,500. Asia is 17,000. It's like double. This one is even more than double when you look at Africa. Except Iran, which is 61,000. Nepal is 4,350. Europe is 27,000. Oceania is 10. I think I forgot Asia. Asia is 17,000. Europe is 27,000. North America, Bahamas is 10. Oceania is 12,000. South America is 1,300. 1,200 for Oceania and 1,300 for South America and Caribbean. So it's very, very, very important for you. Very, very important for you to look at those numbers and to look at your case number so that you can be ready, because after you get your second 2NL, that is when the money comes in. Like, you have to have money to process it. Otherwise, if you do not have money, then it's gone, because without money you wouldn't be able to process it. Another thing, I did a video about some documents that you need to ask from your host, and or anybody who is willing to help you who are inside here, and you find that those documents can only be found when someone is living in here. They are a US citizen, or they are a US legal permanent resident. You know, so many people have reached out to me that they need that document, but I have to be honest with you guys, is that you find that when you fill out that document, the affidavit of support, you name that person. If you had hosted someone before, you name their name. If you're hosting 2 people, you name their names. If you're hosting 5 people, you name your name. So there's always a limit, and that limit will come with your income. So it's very, very important for you guys to understand that one person is not able to host so many people, because of, they look at the income and they see, is this person able to host all these people? So all that is going to come into play, because it's all about numbers. And I tell you guys that numbers do not lie. Numbers do not lie. So it's very, very important for you guys to start doing networking, start knowing the right people, start telling, even if you're host, preparing them early and telling them that you will need some documentation, because it's not big deal to give a person a form 1040 or that affidavit form. It's not a big deal, but you know that our African ways are a little bit different, and sometimes we tend not to want to share much. It's not a big deal, like to give someone, like maybe for someone like me, I wouldn't even care. It doesn't matter to me. But I find that there are some people who still, it's still like hard for them. So it's good to prepare them and tell them, this is what will be required if you agree to become my host. It is not only the address. So guys, I need you to get that one straight. That is that. So I wish you all the best. And I wish that you keep on checking your emails, keep on having all that faith that your second notification letter will come, because that's, you know, when you get that second notification letter, you know that you're not there yet, but you know that your journey has started. The process has started. So all I can do is wish you all the best. Watch this video. If you haven't subscribed, kindly consider subscribing and wait for more from this channel. So thank you, and God bless you.